today's exercise of the month is our hip roll, and I've got Ryan here demonstrating. And Ryan, if you can come and just lie down on your back here. And let's bring our feet right close together. Ankles together, knees together. Spine is in neutral, okay? So back of the head, back of the ribs, and the sacrum on the floor there. Now Ryan, just do a little shrug, so draw the shoulders up towards your ears and then release, reaching the fingertips down. Now I want your palms up, and let's just take your hands a little bit away from your body there. Now the hip roll, it's fantastic. We've got quite a few variations and so on. We're just going to take you through a couple here today, but this is my real go-to when you've got lower back pain and when we're looking for mobilizing the spine and so on as well, okay? So I always recommend just start small with the hip rolls, okay? Now you're going to keep the knees glued together and keep your shoulders down, okay? Ankles stay glued together. And now, when you start the hip roll, just think about your knees going 5 to the hour. So you're just going to take them over to the left a little bit and let that outside foot peel away. So you're peeling the hip away from the floor there. Now draw everything back to the center, using your core to come back to the center. When you come back to the center, just stop for a moment, just a very, very tiny little stop, yeah? And then we go over to the other side. The shoulders stay down, the collarbone stays nice and wide and open. The opposite ribs will peel away. And keep those knees glued together, the ankles stay glued together. Use the tummy coming back to the center. Now we're going to change this around a little bit. We're going to add some arms, okay? So take your hands up towards the ceiling, palms are facing each other, but keep the shoulder blades down and you're staying nice and open across the collarbone there. So now we're going to the same thing again, okay? So and with the breathing, you can try inhaling as you go over to the side, then exhale, draw everything back to the center. And again, inhale, we come over to the side, and then exhale, coming back to the center. I do change the breathing around from time to time, but this is a very simple, easy one to remember, okay? So as long as you're breathing, that's the key thing. Coming back to the center. Now we're going to take our hands down, yeah, and palms out, yeah, so palms are just away from the body a little bit there. And now we're going to change this a little bit, so we'll make it more of a core and oblique movement really. So let's take the knees up into our knee fold or tabletop position. I still want the ankles together and I still want the knees together, so think about those inside thighs drawing together. So now, same thing again, we're going to try breathing in as you take your knees over to one side. Keep those knees glued together, allow the hips to peel away, and then exhale, draw everything back to the center. And then inhale over to the other side, good. And exhale back to the center, one more on each side. And Ryan, you'll find that you're using more of your tummy, more core than mobilization now, yeah? We'll come back to the center, then we're going to change this again, yeah? So now we're going to add a little bit more instability. You're going to take your hands back up towards the ceiling again. So keep those shoulders nice and wide and open, yeah? Shoulder blades stay on the floor. Now, don't go too far this time because there is a tendency to fall over, and I have seen people fall over. You haven't got far to fall, but it is possible. Use the breath. Inhale, bringing the knees over to the side, and keep that inside line glued together. So inside thighs, stay glued together, knees, ankles, stay together. And you'll feel that it is a bit more unstable now, isn't it, Ryan? So we're challenging that stability. Okay, let's just have one more on each side. Coming back to the center. And then when you come back to the center, lower the feet back down. And now take the arms out to the side as much as you can, just lower than your shoulders there, good, okay. And now we're going to add we'll bring it back to the basic hip roll again, and we'll add a little bit of a head turn here as well. So as you take your knees over to your left this time, you can turn your head to the right and go as far as you want to now. The arms out wide, good, draw everything back to the center. And I'll just move out of the way, and then you can come over to the other side. So get as much of a range as you can there, but control the movement with your core, okay? That's what makes this safe, yeah? It's the core, it's not just the hips or the knees rocking from side to side. There's control going on in the core. Navel to spine, as Ryan just said. Okay, last one over to this side. And then come back to the center. And that's your exercise of the month this month. There are some more variations on that, but that's just a couple for us today. Okay, thank you.